Nestled in the heart of Yorkshire, our 5 dealers are ready to barter, including Lucy, who loves dealing in mid-century Scandinavian items,
Ooh.
and Tash, who specialises in architectural and interior design.
Oh, fantastic!
Along with Adi, James and JB.
It's so nice to see something gorgeous, isn't it?
It would be nice.
And I'm talking about me.
First to join us is Carl from Stoke-on-Trent, hoping his online purchase can lock down a deal in the bidding room.
The item is quite intricate. It would be nice to find out exactly what the item was used for and a bit more of the history.
Well, I know just the man to help with that. Our expert valuer, Simon.
Hello. What have you bought us today?
I brought you a key.
A key? Oh, it's handy to have a key.
Yes, very handy.
Do you know what it unlocks?
No, I don't know.
You don't know?
Not got that.
Oh, you've not got that? So you just bought a key? It's a big padlock or a big chest of drawers. I don't know. I'll hand it over to Simon. How do you get hold of this?
I basically bought it on an online auction.
OK.
It looks a really nice quality key, and there is an actual secret compartment inside it.
Oh, whoa, that makes it that's a whole different
So
ball
that
game.
intrigued me a little bit more.
So where would this be?
Do that. Can't be there. So the only place left, I'm guessing, would be there.
Aha.
Well, that's interesting, isn't it?
Ooh, what would that?
Have held.
Yes.
Definitely for printed matter. So either for code or perhaps a secret love.
Yes, in incredibly small writing and a scroll. Yeah.
I mean, date-wise, it's difficult to date. I think it's probably 1800s, but I can't be really more...
This looks a bit newer to me. I don't know why I think it's a bit newer.
So it might be that sort of turn of the century kind of period. Very interesting item.
Yeah, very. Can I ask what you paid for it?
I actually paid £180 for it.
£180. Collectible?
Absolutely, good market. Anything quirky and interesting like this, it's very tactile, isn't it?
Yeah, it
very
is, yeah.
tactile. So I'm sure there'll be plenty of people interested in it.
Now's the time for the most important question of all. Shall we ask what it's worth? Simon, what's the value of this secret key?
Well, you've got collectability, you've got a unique nature, you've got the mystery element as well, which should lift it. I know you paid 180. I think you might have to lose a little bit.
Yeah.
My feeling is 100, 150 would be its bracket, you know.
OK.
So not too painful.
Are you OK about that?
I'm OK by it, yeah, but I might take it back home with me.
Yes.
Well, you push the dealers.
Push the dealers.
Yeah.
James G would go on it,
Yes,
wouldn't he?
yes.
Because he loves anything weird and wonderful.
Right.
Yes. So that's right up his...
I mean, if you didn't tell them that it had a secret and let them work it out...
That would be quite interesting,
I
yeah,
think it would be
because we
very
might just pass it back and nobody picks it up.
The other thing is you could be there all night.
Yeah, that's true.
There's a certain time limit to put on.
Obviously, once they know what it is, push the unique element of it.
OK, Carl, go and unlock the dealer's hearts.
OK.
With this very thing and get as much as you can. Lovely to meet you.
Thank you.
Thanks for coming with that.
Okay.
Thanks,
Thank
Carl.
you very
Thank you.
much.
Thank you. I hope he does well.
I do too. It's a nice little piece.
And it just shows you when you're buying online, you know, sometimes you can go that little bit extra, and then when you sort of come back to the real world, you know, so you might have to lose a little bit.
Yeah.
Armed with Simon's insider knowledge, it's time for Carl to head to the bidding room.
A little bit nervous about the valuation because I prefer not to lose money. But I'm more than happy to take it home with me if I don't make a small profit.
James is a fan of curious commodities, while JB has an eye for quirky collectibles. So Carl's key may well turn the dealers' heads.
What have you got? Oh, that's nice.
That is nice.
I really like that.
Nice.
Welcome to handle it, yeah?
I thought you'd like to grab it.
We all want to grab it. How long have you had this key for?
I've probably only had it for 2 or 3 months.
Right. And where did you get it?
It was purchased on an online auction.
OK.
Did you buy just the key on its own, or did you sort of get a collection of...
I would love to tell you it's come with a house, but it's, no, just a key.
Just the key?
Oh. That's cool. But what is that? How bizarre.
Yes, it does have a secret compartment.
Ooh.
The kind of item that would have been in here would have been secret notes, I would say. You get a piece of paper, write your little message on there, roll it up, stick it in, and then pass the key on to someone else.
You know, it could be used for messages or microfilm or whatever you want. And you know, it may have been used for that over the years, because it's clearly quite an early key.
I've never seen one. It's interesting, definitely interesting.
No, I've not seen one before, I have to say.
It's very cool, I think. What sort of date-wise, what we're looking at?
Yeah, there's no marks on it as to who made it or anything, I don't think. So there's no real clues there. It's in a kind of early Georgian style, I'd say.
I don't think it's that old.
That is so cool, isn't it? I mean, just forget everything else. It's just like, I just sit there pulling it out because I can, you know, it's just like, it's just fantastic. I just want to play with it all day long.
Well,
I don't care what it is. I don't even want it to be a key. It's just one of them frustration ball things. It's just great.
What I love about it is this kind of graphic feel of it here, and just to be able to have that mounted in a frame, sitting up as a decorative piece.
Who would buy something like that? I think...
Me.
I would.
Well, there you go. That's answered the question.
I think curio collectors, there's so many people who just love things that they don't necessarily know what they are straight away.
That's
and
right,
like things that are conversation pieces.
That's part of the interest.
Yeah, key collectors.
Yeah, no, absolutely, yeah. It's a great talking point. It's just, you know, imagine sitting around for Sunday lunch and handing it over to Granny and saying, what's this, you know? And they'll all go, I haven't got a clue.
With a note in saying, please go home.
Time to go home.
Well, let's kick it off then. Who wants to start the bidding?
The intricate steel key has caught the eye of Adi, who deals in everything from homeware to toys. But with a high valuation of £100 to £150, can Carl secure a profit?
Kick it off at £20.
I'd say 30.
35.
I'll go £50.
60.
I'm out.
Really?
No, he's not. You know what he's like.
70.
I have actually seen a similar one for sale online that's been polished within an inch of its life. It's not a patch on that one, and that's 325. Just to give you an idea of the ballpark where that one's sitting in.
I'm out, I'm afraid.
90.
I'll round it up to 100 for you.
Okay.
I love it, but I'm out.
Okay.
I'm just worried it's been reproduced. But I would go 110.
I'm always buying items that I like and unusual items. And in 40 years, I've never come across one before.
I'll go an extra £5 at 115.
I can see you.
I thought you were out.
He's never out.
120.
I think that's about me done, to be honest.
Okay.
How much can you spend on a key? But it is pretty cool. I'll go 130. I'm going to come back in.
140.
I'll give you one more bid and then I am actually out. I'll go 150 and then I'm finished.
£160.
I'm out at that.
Okay.
But thank you very much. It's an interesting item.
I appreciate all the offers, but obviously it's not in the ballpark.
You can still barter with him though, he's still in.
How far am I away?
You're approaching what I paid. You're still a fair bit behind what I actually paid, yeah.
I wish I could date it easier.
I've got no qualms on the age, because I'll never, ever buy a reproduction or anything that I feel isn't right.
I'd give you 200 for it.
200, you're back on my Christmas list.
I like it.
That's my last offer, though. Genuinely.
I think he's your man.
80?
No, I really am out. No, I'm out.
I'd let it go for 225, in fact. But you might never see one again.
It's just, there's got to be something in it for me, you know.
Just think of all the stories you could tell about that.
Yeah, that's why I like it.
Spies, romance, anything.
Go 210 and that is it, so, honestly.
I'll go to 220.
210.
Meet me halfway, 215, and you got a deal.
Go on then.
Brilliant. Thank you very much. Well done. Excellent.
So how much does Simon value it at?
He valued it at 1 to 150.
OK. Well done.
Thank you. I'm feeling quite pleased. The bidding room was really good. Quite a slow start from them, but it came good in the end. I managed to secure a sale and I managed to also secure a profit. Thank you.
Thanks.
I'm sure you'll be very happy.
Go on. I hope I don't see 20. Be quick.
He nearly ran out the door then.
£215 in my pocket. Can't wait to spend this as soon as I can.
He absolutely played you to the nose.
Brilliant.
He ran out the time.
He did run, in fairness.
Where are the Andes? On the end of the wristies.
That famous resort.
Next through the doors is Alice from Wales, who's hoping her unusual objet d'art will wow the pants off the dealers.
I've never seen an item like this before. It lived in my mum's house on the floor. Mind you, he's got a broken leg, so...
Hello.
Hi.
Well,
How are you?
I'm good. How are you?
I'm OK.
You brought in something that's... Did it fall apart on the way here?
No, it has been broken, but previous to this journey.
Oh, good. I
Yeah,
just
good.
didn't want to be
It was already
responsible.
broken.
Terrible shame, but there we go.
There we go. When did it break?
I'm not sure, really. It's been in my mum's house for quite a while,
Okay.
and it was broken before my mum, so...
Oh, it's been,
yeah.
it's a long old break.
Yeah.
OK. I do remember in the back of my mind seeing things like that in the sort of gentleman's outfitters when I was
Yes.
very, very, very young.
Advertising pieces then, weren't they?
Yeah. What are they advertising?
It's the undergarments.
Oh, yes.
Gentlemen's undergarments.
Gentlemen's undergarments. Those are sort of long john type ones. And those are the shorts.
These look quite knitted.
Yes. Ooh.
It's a great image, isn't it? I love, don't you love the authority about him, isn't it? Look at me in my knitwear.
Yes, and my moustache.
Yeah, there's that about it.
It's actually advertising for a firm called Meridian. And they started off in the 1800s, but Meridian actually were at the start of that. You remember all the days of the Littlewood catalogues and all things like that? Well, Meridian used to do a lot for that kind of business.
Have you seen many before?
What, legless men? Quite a few, actually, yes. Quite a few.
Always on form today.
Good advertising groups like this are quite rare. So I can see them all having an interest in it. I do like it, but of course I've got to be, with my valuing head on, I've got to be sort of focusing on the bad points, and we all know what those are, don't we? Because we've got the damage.
Do you think we should grasp the nettle and ask Simon that all-important question now? Are you ready?
I'm ready.
Good. Simon, what's this worth?
What is it worth, indeed? I think, in front of the dealers, you should be able to push them to 25 to 40, maybe up to 50. I'm just trying to think who of the dealers is going to go for it in this condition.
Yes. James?
Possibly, maybe even Tash again, you know, because it's that sort of interior design kind of vibe.
How much would it cost to repair?
Good question
yeah.
again.
Good question.
Thank you.
If it went to a professional restorer, I think it would probably cost a good £70 to £100 to have it put right.
OK, £70 to £100 to put it right. And it'll be perfectly done.
Then, yeah, you wouldn't see.
Get...
And then you could get a couple hundred.
Right.
So worth considering that.
Let's do the algebra.
But keep that in mind when you go in.
OK.
Yeah?
You haven't got any super glue, have you?
No.
OK.
So to sum up, when you go in that dealer's room, focus on the fantastic image that it is. Classic 20s, 30s image. They'll push you on the damage, but try and overlook that. Sell it on its good points. Cracking advertising piece. Let's see how it goes.
Well, with a fair wind, those two boys might do you proud. You never know.
might do.
Good.
Thank you very
Alice,
much.
thank you for coming.
Thank
Good luck.
you.
I
Thank
shall be
you.
tracking you and your boys.
We'll see. I feel with the dealers, I'm going to go in fighting talk. I'm going to really have a go at bargaining with them. Nigel reckons I could push, so who knows what the bidders might do today.
Ready with Simon's top tips, it's now up to Alice to haggle a tidy profit from the dealers. The figurine may be damaged, but it's a real novelty, so there's all to play for.
Hello.
Hi.
Hiya.
Hi. Hello.
Oh, this is a bit exciting.
It's very heavy. Just
There you go. There we go. We got there.
Oh, what a cool thing.
Wow, look at that.
Just put him back on there. Just be
Oh,
really careful.
hello.
There we are.
Thanks
Cool.
for coming. So what's your name?
My name's Alice.
Hey, Alice.
Hi, Alice.
What would you be doing if you weren't here today?
Working in a prison.
Really?
Yeah, I'm a teacher in a prison in South Wales.
Okay.
Well, check out these fellas, huh? One thing comes to mind when I look at this. Is anyone else on the same thoughts? Or is it just me?
I don't know.
Can't think what you're thinking, I'm not gonna lie.
I'm looking.
I don't dare to think what Tash is thinking.
I'm not telepathic.
Can you not see what I'm seeing then?
What?
I look at it and I think Chariots of Fire.
Oh, no.
You think he looks like Nigel?
I did not say that.
You did.
I did not say that. I'm
Absolutely, you
looking at
did.
the outfits, their faces.
Sports, isn't it? Is it athletics? Well, actually, he's wearing like a heeled shoe.
No.
Well, he looks like he's in bedclothes there, though, isn't
Is it for soap or something? I don't know.
Do you think it's some form of advertising?
Yeah, it's definitely advertising.
Go
It's
ahead. Be
advertising
careful with
for
that.
some kind of thermals or something.
I think you're on the right lines.
Really?
Yes.
You should really buy these cracking pyjamas. They're amazing, you know. Yes, aren't they just? They're
Roger.
just the best pyjamas I've ever worn. They just look late 30s to early 40s to me, I think. I don't really think it's earlier just by looking at the wear and the way it's made.
Resin, isn't
Yeah.
it?
Some kind of resin, it's not...
Yeah, earlier advertising stuff was made of like chalkware, which is a white, obviously, well, yes, chalk, whereas this is a little bit later, like James said, it's resin, but that indicates that it is sort of 1940s. I don't think it would be as early as 30s. It's different, certainly.
You're right to say around the 1930s. It comes from a company called Meridian, and you're right to think that it's thermal, but it's actually of the period, so it's actually men's underwear.
I see before, obviously it's damaged there with the person coming apart, but there's also a leg missing to that side. I don't suppose...
Yeah,
That's been missing.
That makes it unique.
Does
There
it?
is a leg missing.
Does it?
Yeah, you won't find one like it.
I don't think my customers would buy that.
Yes, there is a leg missing, but I think as a piece, that people have really looked at it and been very inspired by it. I've had a lot of interest in it, actually. So, you know, if there's interest in it today, if you've got clients, interior design, that's like, you know, why wouldn't you put that in your house?
Make a nice restoring project, wouldn't it?
Absolutely, yes.
I've never seen one before, so obviously the rarity sort of factor is there, and it's a good-looking thing as well. For me, with advertising stuff, there can be a little bit of damage, and if the leg was there, it wouldn't bother me at all, because actually that's a really easy restoration just to put that back on there, because it's a clean break, so it wouldn't be difficult at all. The leg missing is a problem. To repair something like that, obviously you'd have to make the resin and then cast the new leg, and it's difficult because you haven't got something to take a cast from, and so that kind of restoration is pricey and difficult as well.
Alice, I think they've beat you up. I think they've been really pulling it down. You know, leg missing, broken. I don't care. It is what it is. I've never, ever seen one. Colours are fantastic. And I just think the market would be... I think it's really strong for this. It's just a cool thing. You know, where I am down in Kent, you know, I live sort of an hour or so from Brighton. It's just a really cool thing.
It's very evocative of the era as well.
And it's right you, this is. This is right up your street.
I think it needs to go into a really trendy home, I think. Part of, as you say, interior on the mantelpiece, and it needs to be in centre stage, not tucked away in a corner somewhere.
I'd turn it into a lamp.
Oh, here we go.
OK, then we all like it, so he wants to kick it off.
The 1930s men's underwear display figurine was valued at £25 to £50. But with the damage to the piece drawing a mixed reaction from the dealers, can Alice trouser a profit?
I'll kick it off.
Go on.
£15.
It's yours.
I'm out.
Happy for that.
I think that's a bit mean.
You're
I'll
so
go to
nice.
50.
What?
You have a... Put that down there.
What did you say?
15.
I would bid, but I just can't with that, with the leg missing. I'm sorry.
It's okay.
So I'm out.
It's not his fault.
I think it needs quite a bit of work, and
This is right up your
I'm not
street.
into restoration at all. It would look great on Adie's mantelpiece. He's definitely got the clientele.
55.
55. Well, it's gonna. Do you reckon? How much do you
He'll
think?
go more, and she'll go more, and she'll go more, and everybody will go more.
You reckon?
Just play it, honestly.
All right.
Just flip it. Just.
I'm out.
You're out.
He's wrong with me as well. I'm out, unfortunately.
Yeah, me too. It's all with him now.
Right. It looks like 55 is where we're at. Are we anywhere near?
Not really. No.
Why aren't you? I can't believe you're not buying this.
It's not really my era, darling.
I can't fix it, that's my problem. If I could fix it, then I would, but I don't know. I know an electrician, I know a French polisher, and I know an upholsterer, but I don't know someone who can fix resin.
So we're at 55.
Does everything need fixing?
For me, it does.
Yeah.
I'd go 60. I mean, I'd go £60, but I wouldn't want to go any more.
Are you sure? Even with the rarity?
Absolutely positive.
Even with, like, the damage in
Absolutely
it?
positive.
Even with your clientele
Absolutely
down
positive.
in Brighton? OK.
We have a deal?
No.
OK.
Take the boys back, then.
I'm sorry. I can't go any more.
It's up to you. I know there's a market out
So
there.
what did Simon value it at?
Simon valued it at, top end, he reckons £50.
Get it restored.
Sorry, you have to
And
take it
sell it.
back.
No worries.
But thanks for showing us.
You're very welcome, yeah. No sale today. They wanted to like it, but they didn't want to like it. I don't know, they just weren't motivated by the damage, I think. They got too stuck up on it. Nice to meet you.
Thank you very much.
All right, I tried.
It's OK, no worries.
Thank you.
Very much.
All right.
Are you sure now? I'm going.
Yeah, sure.
Been thinking about this.
Yeah,
Look
be
at him
careful.
thinking now. Thank you very much. I'll bow. Thank you. Thanks.
Take care.
Bye.
I don't think I should walk out of here deflated. It's definitely them. They are going to miss out on a big sale here. I know it. I just know it. Even with the one leg.
I'd have given 120, 130 with the leg. Even with it cracked.
Yeah, you just need it to be there. You
Yeah.
just need it to be there. It's just... The collectors aren't going to look at it twice like that.
Up next is local girl Naz, who's hoping her inherited artefact will hit all the right notes.
I brought in something quite unique, quite old. It's older than my granddad. I think it's older than my great-granddad. I would love to know about the history of the item, where it's from, and to hear about the valuation.
Simon, just for argument's sake, what actually defines an antique?
It used to be 100 years old, but nowadays, I mean, the lines have become blurred.
Have they?
1980s is now classed as antique.
It's a broader church. Oh, hello.
Hello.
Nice to meet you. This is Simon, the expert, and that's
The harmonica?
harmonica.
Yes.
It is indeed.
Oh, look at that. I'm not going to try and play it because I can't. No. Hand it over to Simon, who knows about this. How long have you had that?
For about 5 years now.
Have you? Where did you find it?
When I moved house, it was in my house, and the people that I brought the house from, they had died, unfortunately.
Right.
She left everything in the house, and I thought that was quite old.
Yeah.
So you're quite right, it's a harmonica, or mouth organ, French harp, they used to call them as well. And this is by a Mr. Matthias Hohner. That was the M. Hohner.
He's the most famous name in
Yes,
Higham.
he is.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
Is there many of them around?
Oh, yes, he produced a great number of different models. I don't know if you noticed, Nazim, but you've got the numbers on there going from 1 to 12. So that refers to the number of two notes. We call those two notes because there's two separate holes for each note. And the idea being when you breathe in, it vibrates one reed to do one note, and then when you inhale, it does the other way and vibrates the other reed. So you had two notes for each hole. So that's a 12-note harmonica. It's called the superchromonica. Right. Sounds very serious, doesn't it? Mr. Hohner, when he made this, it was made basically for the masses. It wasn't, meant to be sort of highbrow or anything like that. So it was pretty sort of mass-produced and meant to be affordable, easy to buy, and and it took off.
There's a lovely marble effect on the side. What's that?
Yeah, well, that's done to sort of mimic wood veneer.
All right.
But it'll be basically one of the early sort of thin plastic strips, like a Bakelite or something like that. Right. And that, when it was new, would have been quite highly polished, as well as this silver plate.
So it's silver?
Silver plate.
Is it?
Yes, yeah, but all the silver's been rubbed off. Right. So, I mean, yes, it's had wear, but no, I've seen a lot worse.
OK.
So it's in reasonable condition.
How old do you think it is?
Yeah, that's a good question. The age of it, I'd probably put it probably early 1900s, 1920s, maybe, that sort of, which makes it 100 years old, doesn't it?
It's 100 years old. It's an antique. It's an antique camera.
Definitely an antique.
Yeah. And what have you done with it since you found it?
I've just kind of looked after it and just kept it away in, like, an old jewellery box. I've not let my son play with it or anything like that, because I can't stand the noise anyway.
No. If you play it badly, it's terrible. Now, you can ask the question you've been dying to ask since you got it.
Well, I died to ask, but yeah.
So why don't you ask Simon that question?
What do you think it's worth, Simon?
What do I think it's worth? OK, they do have a following. There are good collectors, actually, of harmonicas, and especially Hohner ones, because it's a well-known name. I think you could be looking at sort of 40, 50, maybe 60, you know, so those sort of mid-tens of pounds.
And which collector do you think?
I can see them all having a go. James B would have a go, AD, of course.
So, I think you should take this into the room and just blow your own trumpet. Or harmonica, in this case, all right? Thank you very much for bringing it in.
Thank you. Best of luck.
Thanks very much.
Bye-bye.
Bye.
Simon was really informative about the item. He answered lots of questions for me. I hope I'm going to get a fantastic sale. It's looking promising.
Armed with Simon's tips on her collectible harmonica, it's over to Naz to strike a deal in the bidding room.
Wow. Do you know how to play?
No, do you?
Anyone here knows how to play the harmonica?
No.
I did when I was little.
Oh, here we go. There we go.
Come on.
No, I don't really know how to play it. But
Come on.
I think you go kind of like that. Oh, wow.
That was excellent, really great.
Do you like it now?
Cool marks, though. I mean, it's great.
Yeah, it's in a good, reasonable condition.
It looks so like my dad's old harmonica.
It looks well used.
Somebody's had some fun with that, haven't they?
Yeah, and it's silver-plated. So once it's given a good polish, it'll spark out.
Says made in Germany. Yeah. Trademark M. Hohner.
So when you were with Simon, what did he mention about the maker?
So Simon mentioned it was made by M. Hohner. It was mass-produced, but by a good quality maker, M. Hohner.
So it says on the front here, it says the Super Chromonica.
That's right.
To be honest, you probably know more than me. I mean, musical instruments are completely out of my comfort zone, really.
It is very beautiful. I love the engraving on it.
It's pretty, isn't it?
Yeah.
And it's kind of like got faux tortoise shell around the side, which is
What do
kind
you think
of fun.
it is? Is it 1940s?
Well, it's like, no, I'd say it's 20s or 1915, something like
You're
that.
close. You're really close there.
10.
Simon said 1920.
That's what I was going to say.
Yes, of course you were.
I can see this. This is for you. I can really see this,
I think your
Lucy.
dad would love
I felt
it.
a bit sick playing it, to be honest. But it is a beautiful, beautiful thing, and there is a big market for musical instruments.
So what are you going to need some money for?
If you sell it.
You sell it. If you sell it.
And it's a big if.
I'm planning on taking my little boy, who's 4 years old, on a little trip, on a little holiday. We haven't had one for a while.
Oh. So have you got your little boy with you?
Yes, he's here. Would you like to meet him?
Yes, of course we do.
I call him Issa. Issa.
Come on, Mary.
Hello. How old is he?
Hello. Hello. He is 3, turning 4 soon. His birthday soon.
Good boy.
You look so smart, Issa.
He looks smarter than us, doesn't he?
I love your coats. Your coat's amazing.
Yeah. Brilliant. Where do you want your mum to take you a trip to?
On the beach.
OK.
On the beach.
OK. I'm going to start the bidding then.
So the dealers are split over the roaring 1920s harmonica. Can Naz and Issa push them up anywhere near Simon's £40 to £60 valuation?
Something like this is not really my bag, but I'll make a start. £20.
All right, OK.
25.
Oh, any more on that?
I'll go 30.
Thank you.
I'll go 35 for sentimental reasons.
Oh, lovely. You make a lovely present for someone.
What about you, James, you big softy?
Come on, you big softy.
Quiet down there.
He has,
James,
hasn't
this
he?
is right up your back.
Give a high
Come
five.
on.
Say high five.
This little boy's going to go to the beach because of you.
Yeah, I mean,
face.
I know. I'm sorry. Yeah, yeah.
Come on, James. Take me to the beach.
Why is it me?
Well, because you're the sweetest one.
£40 then.
£40. Any more than £40? £40 between you two now, come on.
Nice, all for James.
Right, I'm out.
I'm out.
I'm out.
I'm out.
I'm in.
Fantastic, thank you.
Well done, you two. Well done. Well done, James. Well done. Fantastic.
Little man's.
Oh, no.
There you go.
Brilliant.
We got £40, didn't we, sir? Yeah.
10.
Thank you.
20, 30, 40. There you go, Sam. OK, mate.
Well done. Brilliant.
Me and Lisa are going to put this towards a holiday on the beach.
Yeah.
Nice to meet you both.
Cheers, bye.
Thank you, guys. Lovely to meet you. Bye-bye.
Bye.
Bye. Was there any pressure there, James?
Just a bit. Thanks a lot.
You love it. I think you've done really well out of that.
Yeah.
Yeah, brilliant.
Kill him with that.
Well done.
Last through the doors today is Sharon from Helsby, who's hoping our dealers will take a shine to her item.
I've brought an item of silver that I believe is over 100 years old. It's a fashion item that I have worn in the past. I wanted to bring it along because it's sitting in a drawer, and then if somebody else wants to give it a little bit of love going forward, that'd be great.
Hello.
Hello.
Come and sit down. Make yourself very comfortable. And you brought in some silver.
Some silver.
It's either a very big necklace or... No, it's probably a belt, isn't it?
I think it's a belt.
Oh, it's gorgeous.
I want you to tell me.
I'm going to hand it to Simon,
Okay.
who's our expert. He'll tell us, I know he will.
I'll have a quick look.
Tell me, where did you get this from?
When I was much younger, about 19, I used to work in a restaurant in Dublin where I was the maitre d'. And there was a jeweller from Bond Street who used to come in regularly. One night he came in and that landed across my desk as a present.
What a nice guy.
Yes, you do.
Do you think he was trying to woo you?
There might have been a little bit of that going on.
Yes, but you didn't.
No? It didn't happen.
No. Well...
You're quite right, it is a belt.
Yeah, well, got that right.
Good, because I've worn it as a belt.
Have you?
Yeah.
Is this collectible?
Yes, no, absolutely. I was just looking at the hallmarks, actually. We're hallmarked for London 1897.
OK.
So that gives us the exact
So I did
date.
think it was
of that.
Victorian.
And then we do have the maker's initials, which are SJ, which was a
Okay.
chap called Samuel Jacob.
Oh, OK.
And he
I've
was
heard of
a
him.
well-known London silversmith.
Okay, yeah, very good.
And he is listed as making buckles and chatelaines.
Oh, wow.
Chatelaines are...
Chatelaine would be hung from the belt, and it would maybe have a little hand mirror, or a little propelling pencil, a little notepad, everything the lady of the time would need on her daily travels.
It's a sort of Victorian iPad.
Yes.
And then each and every link is marked as well with the lion to tell us that it's silver. So each link would have the lion stamp on.
So there's a lot of silver in there.
Yeah, there's a lot of silver. I usually only see the buckles.
Yeah.
To see the whole belt is lovely.
Is there a good market for this?
Silver and precious metals in general are at an all-time high, really.
Oh, wow.
Now's the time to come and ask the very important question, which is how much is it worth? You ask it.
OK. Simon, what do you think it is worth?
Well, you've got a lovely item to take in front of the dealers. I'm sure they'll all love it. Price-wise, I think personally its mark is 200 to 300.
OK.
But it's of sufficient quality to be nearer the 3 than the 2.
OK.
Happy with that?
Yes.
And what will you do with that money?
I have a big birthday coming up in July, so I...
Your 30th?
Go for dinner.
Your 30th?
Oh, absolutely.
Yeah, well, I could do it celebrate 30.
If only. So, yeah, just go out for a meal. That's all that we get
I'm
you
only
these days.
coming up 40, so I know what it's like, you know. What's that laugh? All that laughter?
I just thought of something.
These 21-year-olds, they're so rude, aren't they?
Well, I think it's gorgeous.
I love it.
I really do.
I love it. But remember your bullet points.
Yeah.
So do you remember the date? It's London 1897. We've got the maker, Samuel Jacob,
Yeah.
who is well known for this kind of
I
item.
almost said Samuel Beckett, so it's Jacob, yeah.
And just sell it as a lovely, complete Victorian silver belt.
Sharon, I want you to take this away and dazzle them
I will.
with the brilliance of it. Get as much as you possibly can. It's been lovely meeting you.
Thank you, and
I shall
you.
follow the progress
Nice
of
to
your...
meet you, Nigel.
Lovely to meet you.
Thank you, Simon.
Yeah,
Thank
take
you.
care.
God bless.
Bye.
Bye-bye. Lovely.
Yes, lovely thing. And to see the maker's mark as
Yeah.
well. Good, solid London silversmith's mark.
Yeah.
That'll make all the difference.
Yeah.
Quite nervous about going in to meet the dealers. Not really sure how it'll play out. I think if they were only offering me the bottom end of Simon's valuation at 200, I will make a decision on the spot whether I let it go at that.
With the silverware getting a thumbs up from Simon, Sharon's off to face the dealers, including Tash. She used to work in the fashion industry, so the belt might hit the spot with her.
Wow.
Wow.
Very pretty.
Chunky.
Very nice.
Chunky.
This is superb.
It's lovely, isn't it?
Absolutely beautiful. So it's London silver.
It's a belt.
Yeah.
It's completely solid silver, so every little link there also has a silver mark as well. It's beautiful.
Every piece needs to have it.
So I'm thinking 1890, roundabout there. But just stylistically, it's shouting pre-Raphaelite.
You're really close to the date. It's actually 1897.
OK.
I do know who the maker of the belt, the maker mark is. Somebody very famous from that era, Samuel Jacob.
Oh, fantastic.
Yeah, I mean, I've heard of him, certainly. Yeah, it's a cracking thing.
I believe he's well known for just the buckles and bags, and to have an actual full piece with all the bits is quite unusual.
It's really unusual. It's got a lot of interest from me, from a fashion point of view, style and function.
Yeah.
Why don't we belt this up and start bidding?
OK.
Come on, Tash, start it off.
As predicted, the Victorian silver belt has dazzled our dealers. So, can Sharon haggle them up beyond Simon's £200 to £300 valuation?
I am going to start it off, and I'm going to put £100 on the table.
Scrap value. Oh.
I'm going to double that. I think this is wonderful, and I'm going to offer you £200.
I'm going to go to 225.
Right, I'm going to go 250.
280.
Oh.
300.
OK.
Lucy, this is yours.
High society.
It's not.
If it was Scandinavian.
Oh.
Why is Scandinavian better than English
No,
silver?
it's just something I collect, Scandinavian silver.
James?
320.
James, you've been very quiet.
I know, but
Samuel Jacob, every link.
I'm just not a jewellery dealer, so I'm going to let them fight it. Fight for it. Sorry, I'm out. Thank you.
Eddie, you've been very quiet.
For once.
I don't want to, but I'm pulling out.
Are you?
Here we go. 350.
Okay.
It blew me away, but to be honest, I don't think I could get much more than that in retail. I don't think there's enough on the bone for me, so I'm going to give this one a miss.
Definitely not going to add to your collection.
350 is my bottom line, I'm afraid, because it's not an area I tend to purchase and sell jewellery. I don't have any jewellery on my website. 350 from me is the best I can do for you, if you'll accept it, of course.
Having heard its story today and the fact that every link is marked, I was hoping to go closer to the 4.
I can't do 4, I'm afraid. But as you're such a lovely lady, I will add an extra £10. And that will be £360.
Okay.
Do we have a deal?
I think we've got a deal.
Fantastic.
Thank you.
Such a fantastic buy.
I think you've got a bargain.
You have got a bargain.
The bidding room was amazing. I'm really pleased with £360 a day for something that I was given donkeys years ago. Great.
So that's £360 for you.
Thank
Look
you very
after
much.
That.
Thank you, and I hope you love it.
I will. Thank you very much.
Thank you, everyone. Bye.
Great to meet you. Bye.
Thank you. I think you bought the best thing that we've had in here.
Awesome, isn't
I'm
it?
very, very, very jealous.
I just wish I knew silver, the price of silver, because I could have bought it, I could have melted it down.
No, you would not.
I could have made something to take back to France. It just would have been.
Turn it into a lamp.
Turn it into a lamp.
I think it's fantastic.
No, it's really
goodbye.
good.
Well done, Tash.
I'm going into a new area as well.
You could wear it as a medallion.
Mayor
You could be
Ady.
the mayor of the bidding room.
Could be the mayor of the business. It only just gets around my
His
neck.
head's just going to get bigger and bigger.
Simon, I beg you for 5 years in prison for overpricing the items.